iPhone SE versus the Galaxy S20 Ultra speed test. Coming up, let's go. So what is up, guys? Nick here, helping you to master your technology. iPhone SE versus S20 Ultra, $400, $1,400. Yeah, let's see how it goes. 3, 2, 1, and see which one can boot up first. Now, the reason I'm doing this video is because it's quarantine, it's pandemic. This one's for entertainment. I know you're not cross-shopping these two, but why not? I have them. They're fun to see which one does better. I mean, we're talking $1,000 more. Is this that much faster for $1,000? And you could see that the Samsung looks like it might. No. Hey, Samsung, did you just see that? iPhone SE said, sit down, big boy. I'm gonna boot up first. Okay, guys, so the SE is running the iOS 13.6. I don't want to run 14 beta on this versus the S20 Ultra because the S20 Ultra is not running beta software either, so I thought it'd be more fair. Now, both of these phones do have a fingerprint sensor. The Samsung's is in the display, and it's pretty quick, but honestly, the SE one is a little bit more reliable, I would say, in terms of speed. So I'd say I have a faster experience on the SE just because the Touch ID is physical. But this one, when it does work, is just as fast, if not faster sometimes. So pretty even there. They're both nice to have fingerprint sensors though within this current pandemic because you don't have the face being blocked by the mask in terms of the sensors and things like that. So these are both great there, pretty similar in speed on those fingerprints. Okay guys, so here we are at the application portion of the speed test. Everything closed out here for the Samsung, everything gonna be closed out here for the iPhone SE. Now they're both connected to the same Wi-Fi network, and this one has 5G, this one has 4G LTE. We're gonna test that here as the 5G is just a little bit faster. It's pretty similar, honestly. This is not the super fast 5G I've been waiting for. Now it does have the chip to do that, but I just haven't been getting that type of performance that I've been expecting, at least on T-Mobile's network. Let me go over here to calendar. You can see pretty similar on the performance there. Now I didn't tweak the animations or anything like that. We'll go into clock now, 3, 2, 1. And you could see Samsung a little bit faster on the animation. It also goes back faster through the gesture, but you have to use a gesture iPhone to get a similar performance there. Going back with this Touch ID button is just a little bit different. Let's go into calculator. You could see pretty similar. And let's go into weather. Now the weather app for the iPhone does load a little faster. Also, I don't like how the Samsung one has ads, but still very fast on both. Let's go into Instagram now. And you can see what a difference in terms of just the size of the display here on the Samsung one versus that SE. But you can see over here, if we go to my page, definitely loaded up first there on the SE. A little bit of a delay on the Samsung. That I don't know why it did that right there. It usually is much faster, but you can see as we're scrolling through, the Samsung is loading up those pictures a little faster, whereas there's a little white screen as we're scrolling on the iPhone SE over there. So both of these are powerhouse performers. Snapdragon 865 on the right. Let's go into Twitter, and you can see Twitter goes there to the Galaxy S20 Ultra. Especially too, if you go ahead and you put the Galaxy S20 Ultra in a faster animations, man, does that thing fly. But the SE is just super silky smooth for $399. Seriously is. Let's go into YouTube. We'll go over here to the trending tabs, and then I'm going to go into trending right here, 3, 2, 1. And you can see pretty similar, but you take your pick which one you would want to watch video on, because I know which one it would be for me in terms of watching video. But the trade-off with that is that you're carrying around a big brick all day. Definitely not as comfortable as carrying around the SE. So there's a lot going for both of these devices. Let's go into Amazon. Same goes for like the S20 Plus. So we'll cancel this out, and you can see pretty similar on the load time. That was just loading up the sign-in page. And we'll go over here to the Amazon Fire Stick S20 Ultra, a little bit faster there. On the whole, I just gotta say, you're gonna be pretty happy with the performance on either of these. Let's go to speed test. But you can see just how good that SE performs at $399. It keeps up all day, every day with this Galaxy S20 Ultra at 1,000 more. Let's go to eBay, and you can see S20 Ultra a little faster. I do think overall, the S20 Ultra feels smoother and faster with its 120 Hertz display and just having faster animations. But the SE for its price is just incredible. You can see right here. Which one was that? I couldn't even see it. It was pretty close. So let's go into PUBG Mobile here and see what happens here between both of them. Now, iOS seems to pull ahead still with that optimization over the Android devices and gaming, even though this phone is so much more, you're gonna notice that the SE can still load this game faster than the Galaxy S20 Ultra. We're already ready to start this page. S20 Ultra slightly behind. Gaming, while it's not better experience because it's such a smaller display than the Ultra over here, it's definitely a little bit faster. That A13, that optimization, yeah, even though it's smaller, it is a little bit faster on the SE. Both of them don't do that bad when it comes to heat management, but the iPhone SE gets a little warmer to the touch than the Samsung in my experience, this one particularly. Let's go into Mortal Kombat and see which one could load this up. And again, I wouldn't be surprised if the SE 2020 takes the win once again here. And you can see pretty close. I wouldn't put it past me if the S20 Ultra could take this boy down either. But no. Nope. Looks like the SE's a little bit ahead in terms of them graphics. Look at that. Look at that. Don't sleep. This phone's a sleeper. Don't sleep on this. You're going to see somebody outside and say, oh, that guy's got the iPhone 8 over there. Nope, he's got the SE with that beast chipset inside of him. Let's go inside of the Geekbench 5. And you can see Geekbench 5 to the left. So you can see powerhouse phones on both sides. The SE keeps up with the S20 Ultra just fine. It's actually a little bit faster in gaming. Although I think the experience of the S20 Ultra is still more enjoyable with the OLED display, having the all screen, you know, playing your games and just like holding a huge like tablet like phone in your hand can be cumbersome sometimes, but when it comes to the experience of that media and consumption, of course it's going to win out here. Both did excellent. Okay, so I'm going to run through the applications to see if we get any reloads. Now I will say that the SE, you see right there, kind of pause a little bit. With this lower amount of RAM, the SE does sometimes close out stuff when you're kind of doing some multitasking. So this is where the Galaxy S20 Ultra will just destroy the iPhone SE, is in the multitasking abilities of the phone. Now, the SE does a great job at kind of pausing apps as well, and holding as many as it can with 3 gigs of RAM. With the A13, a lot better than some other phones out here. So still, you know, very good. Most people are probably not even going to care. But at the same time, if you're the type of person who wants to really run your phone at the max with like all these applications open at once, you know, hopping in between these two on the Samsung is just going to be, everything's going to be open. Everything's going to be basically open. That's just re-listening there on Pandora. But the application should be in the place you had it at for this device. And you could do pop view and multiple applications like that. So definitely a strong performer all around. I mean, at $1,400, you better be a strong performer. Like, come on now. And we'll go to calendar and we're done there. So both of them, no real reloads. Yeah, Pandora re-listened. No big deal, but both of them do very well in multitasking. But the S20 Ultra for me would be the pick if you're going to run multiple apps and not want things reloading in the background. Okay, so let's open up that camera in 3, 2, 1, and you could see the SE a little bit faster to open up that camera. Now, the Galaxy S20 Ultra just destroys us in the amount of cameras you have. You only have a single camera here, but the SE does a really good job at focusing and keeping everything looking good for what it has. But you're not going to get nothing like wide angle and zoom like that. Now, if we take a photo, 3, 2, 1, you can see they both snap at a similar speed. I think the iPhone's a slightly quicker on that snap. Now, if you hold down, they'll both record video. You can see right there, so no problem there. Both are not really going to miss a moment when it comes to pulling out that camera fast. You just seen something you want to take a photo, video of. They're not going to let you down. Both of these are very quick in that respect. I think the SE's camera is just slightly faster, especially on that burst speed. So here we are, guys. 1328 for the single on the SE. So the SE beats out the S20 Ultra 911, but the 3249 beats the SE in multitasking. Kind of goes with what I said. You know, the SE is very fast in everyday tasks, but when it comes to that multitasking, multi-core score, you know, the Galaxy S20 Ultra beats the SE. Now, for me, this is kind of like a little sporty car, you know, budget sporty car over here. And this is like a Mercedes with a big engine, very fast, and has all kinds of features on board. Yeah, loaded with the features, top of the line. So that's kind of what I think about with these two. You're paying for all the extra stuff the S20 Ultra does offer over a phone like this. But if you just need all your basic needs met, the SE has got you covered for $399. Anyway, if you guys found this video entertaining, informating, you want to see some more crazy, wild comparisons like this, or we just compare totally random opposite phones, let me know down below in the comment section of this video. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Nick here helping you to master your technology. Be sure to be well, stay safe, and peace.